Hello and welcome to Sunsea Studies, where we'll be discussing all about the hottest trends for summer 2016 for you students. I'm Tom.
And I'm Danny, and we are going to be introducing some amazing guests today that are going to be talking about top destinations for 2016 for all you students out there.
We also have Man of Many Faces performing his brand new single Isaiah for us later on, and we also have closing the show Ali from Mr. Flavour, who's going to be making a few summer cocktails for us. But firstly, let's welcome our travel blogger, Helen.
Hi, Helen. Hi. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So, firstly, Helen, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so as you know, my name's Helen. I write a travel blog called Helen in Wanderlust. I focus on adventure travel, budget travel, and I write a lot about Africa as well, and a few other destinations too.
Great, fab. And guys, just to let you know, if you have any questions from Helen, we would love to hear from you. You can tweet us at Sunsea Studies, and yeah, please send them in. Yeah, so what advice would you give for a student travelling on a budget?
I think my biggest advice would be to shop around. Don't just go into the first kind of travel agents and book the first package. I think there's so many deals to be had out there as well. And I think one of the biggest things is travelling locally, eating locally. There's so many great things you can experience if you live like a local as well. So I think that's really important. Also, whatever you think your budget's going to be, I'd double it, because you're always going to spend more. There's always going to be something really exciting to do that you don't want to miss out on. So yeah, just save as much money as you can.
Yeah, you're going to experience the country properly then in that way, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Amazing, cool.
Okay, so we've got a little tweet here from J_06, and he's asking, where would you recommend for first-time travellers?
I think probably the most obvious choice would be somewhere like Southeast Asia. That's a perfect place for a first-time traveller, and especially a student, because it's so cheap as well. There's loads of other backpackers there, so you're never going to be short. Even if you go on your own or if you go with friends, you're never going to be on your own. So it's a really great place to start, and it's pretty easy to get around as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What are the best and worst ways to travel, transport-wise, would you say?
I'd say the best way is probably by plane.
Yeah.
Pretty quick and efficient, you know. But I'd say the worst way is probably by bus.
Definitely.
I've had some horrendous bus journeys that have taken hours. I've been so hot, I've been squished against a window next to some big guy, or lots of different ones. My best advice for those is just to sit on the opposite side to the oncoming traffic and in the middle of the bus, and then you can't really see when the bus driver's trying to overtake on like a road. There's this massive drop at the side. I'd say that's my best advice.
Bonus if you get a seat for yourself as well. That's always the aim, isn't it?
Yeah. There's some, obviously you get some where you don't even get a seat, so if you get a seat, that's a bonus.
Great.
Okay, so would you recommend travelling alone or in a group?
Well, I love to travel alone. I think both ways have got big advantages, but I absolutely love travelling by myself, and the reason for that is because I don't have to do what anybody else wants to do.
Yeah.
If I want to go somewhere, I can just go. If I meet people along the way that I'm not that keen on, bye-bye, it's like, see ya. So yeah, I think travel alone, and also it gives you a chance to be who you want to be, and just kind of like be yourself without any of your prejudices from home or what people think they know about you as well. But travel in a group is also great. You get to spend time with your friends in a completely life-changing experience. So yeah, I think either way, I think at some time in your life you should try both.
Yeah, really good for self-discovery as well.
Oh
would you
yeah,
say?
totally.
Completely. Cool. And lastly, what are your what's your predictions for summer 2016?
I think up and coming, I definitely think Africa is opening up. I think it's one of those destinations people have always been a bit scared to backpack around because it is a little bit more difficult to get around, but I'd say that's definitely somewhere that's up and coming. And also a big prediction, it's not that cheap, but Iceland is like the new destination. I think it's because so many films have been made there recently. So yeah, and it's gorgeous, so many waterfalls and like volcanoes, and yeah, it's amazing. So that's where I'm
That's
going.
your predictions.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Helen.
you.
Thanks for coming on.
Okay guys, now we're going to go and see our gorgeous models. This is our fashion segment, so welcome. We are going to be looking at some of the best summer trends for 2016. As always, we want to see your suggestions on summer trends, so please send them in to our Twitter page at Sunsea and Studies. Can we welcome our first guest on, Jacob? So Jacob is sporting these Elise flip-flops We have these for girls and guys, really comfortable, very lightweight, great for putting in your suitcase. We've got these blue shorts. These are actually from George Asda, which is amazing to hear because it is obviously cost efficient. You're going to be saving your pennies on those ones. We have this Hype t-shirt, which has got this really cool dip dye effect, which is very in at the minute. And again, this t-shirt would look really good on girls and guys. So great outfit there for just everyday use for a hot country. Thanks, Jacob. Next model we have on is the gorgeous Hannah, sporting these really nice, comfortable, sporty Adidas trainers in grey, really good with a lot of outfits. We have this really nice dip dye effect dress from Primark, so really lightweight, really good for a hot country. Again, a matching kimono as well. This is from boohoo.com, really affordable. And the sunglasses as well, really trendy. These are from Primark. So great outfit altogether for the summer days. Thanks, Hannah. And that is our models for today. Moving on to the music segment with Man of Many Faces and his brand new single, Isaiah.
Traveling a long forgotten way, I got lost, got led astray, and found salvation in the neon lights. I was just a portrait of your son, hung on walls with the fallen ones, and names branded on Hell's Gate. You won't catch me then, no, I'm not going back again. You won't catch me then, no, I'm not going back. Across the winter's border to the spring, the Savior's angel broke away. I carried a message like a ball and chain. Across the past like virtue's silver hands, love and devotion, devil's daughter. Had nothing on you. Raiders found bones, relics and stones. I got nothing left to hide. The trail got cold by the side of the road. The only thing I know is I made it out alive. Traveling a long forgotten way, I got lost, got led astray, and found desire in a flickering light. And I was just a ship out on the sea, upon that shiver called mutiny. We followed the visions through the ancient past, searching in cold, so writings in cold on an emerald size of a dime. My bridges burn, Monique, my pearl. The only thing I know is I made it out alive.
And that was Man of Many Faces with his brand new single, Isaiah. And speaking of a man of many faces, here's a man of many cocktails. This is Ali from Mr. Flavour. He's going to be making a few cocktails for us today, aren't you, Ali?
I'm indeed, Tom.
Okay, so what's the cocktail that you're going to be making for us today?
Today we are making a British summer martini. In essence, we're adding all of the flavours of British summer with a touch of London dry gin to give off a really nice complete cocktail.
Okay, and that's actually what we're aiming to get it to look like.
Yeah,
at the
there's
end,
some
aren't
we made earlier, isn't there?
Okay.
So let's show you how it's made. So our first ingredient is some fresh lime that we add. mixed with some cucumber wedges, which we're going to muddle all together.
Okay, now just whilst you're doing that, why don't you tell everyone at home just a little bit about what it is that Mr. Flavour is
Yeah, of
actually
course.
do?
So we are a cocktail mobile bar event specialist. We do a range of different events from weddings to private events, birthdays, anniversaries, and we do events across the country. So yeah, back to our cocktail.
Back to
Our
it.
next ingredient is some London Dry Gin, which we're going to add 37.5ml, which is a shot and a half. Secondly, we got some British elderflower, which is 12.5ml of. And then our final ingredient is some pressed apple juice, which I've got 50ml here ready. Now we need to add some ice to this concoction. Add a little bit more. And we'll let you have a little go.
I'll have a little attempt at it.
Have a little shake. So
Hopefully
give it
it
a really
goes
nice,
well.
good
Okay.
shake. Good
Okay.
man.
I'll
Good
let you
man.
take it out, I don't trust myself.
So, now that we've mixed it together nicely, we'll get a fresh martini glass.
It really is starting to look quite nice there.
Yeah, so we've got a nice subtle green colour there. And then our final ingredient is a little cucumber garnish. And we are done. That's a British summer martini.
I tell you what, I think I might have to have a little taste
By all
of it.
means.
Tell you what, that is very nice, that.
Yeah.
Tell you what, girls, do you want to come and have a little try of it?
Come through, guys.
It really is quite delicious.
Here we go.
There you
That's
go.
great.
For you guys.
I was hoping you were going to say that we could go over.
Okay, so whilst you're trying that, be sure to tune in next week when we're going to have a show all about festivals, and we will be discussing the cheapest festivals and the best festivals around the world. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Tom.
I'm Danny. Thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.